glitch, and this is a rift, a sales inbox that routes itself. The problem: a company gets 150 to 250 emails daily into the sales. Someone has to read everyone and manage the great task, and timing gets missed. RPF sits for days, and a sponsorship deadline gets discovered after it's passed. Reads this inbox, figures out what mail email actually is, creates the right task for the right person automatically, give the ops team a screen in it happening, and ask the question instead of trusting the black box. So before we go further, let's look into the code base. So this is main.py. The main everything works here at the backend. This wires all routes together and does one defensive thing on the startup. It tries to set up the SQL fallback table, wraps it in try except because Parcel serverless file system can't write a SQL-like file. Mongo is a real database, and SQL was just a local dev fallback. Next is the task.py. This is a brief will exactly to specs for post patch get with candidate ID required. Next is the rules.py. Here the Gemini processes the classification based on the few rules in the brief extract of the routing of the emails. Next is the Gemini service.py. This is the system that calls the Gemini for all the working. Then the chat executor. It is a chat which understands the user queries and based on that retrieves the data. This is the Mongo file that syncs with the Mongo Atlas DB using the pulsing motor driver. So this is the whole system. So this is the test file that we will run. It consists about 100 plus emails. This is our deployed application. Right now we can see the database. There are these sample files that I have tested previously. So let's run the system. This is our dashboard. Here we input our email ID. So the candidate field ID, this is the term which carries my candidate ID. This keeps the whole system scope to me. So what we now, we upload the test file, and this at the backend analyzes all the emails. What is this? Hits my backend, which batches this email and sends them to Gemini concurrently instead of one at a time. So all the 100 emails are routed in seconds instead of timing out. This thing in a batch of 25. So currently we have completed 50 out of 100 emails. So we can see all the 100 emails have been processed. Here in the task we can see all the tasks that is created. We can also reduce them as per the assigning to the different teams. Here we can auto read and send the email. Here all the emails which are out of context are set here. Also we have these different systems. This is the intelligent layer. Here the first is the decision center. What is decision center? It is a confidence audit. It buckets everything into high, medium and low confidence. So here we can see how much routing the system actually secure versus guessing. So here we can see 96% is the confidence and suspicion rate is 74%. Tasks, there are 96 tasks and 4 are skipped emails with an average confidence of 85%. Next is the review queue. Anything Gemini was generally unsure about landed in the triage shows up here for human correction. If I reassign it, it right backs to the real task. Next is the run history. Here we can see all the ingestion that happens. Here all the loads that have been sent. So we processed 100 emails, and here we can see there are 4 runs. So this is Rift AI. What is it does? It's able to talk with our database and all the emails directly. So what it does, it runs the query in the backend and gives the output, and here we can see the JSON output. So what is the potential total revenue? So total revenue of all the emails has been collected on this. So summarize the inbox. What it does is gives the summary of all the things that are available here. This makes it easy for us to understand all the emails and find out what other queries we have. Thank you.